So I'm going to give you an example of a case whereby two people bought the same battery, but it lived for different years. So we're going to consider that these people, or these two men, or these two homes, bought a lead acid battery. So these lead acid batteries, like we saw, it comes with a maximum 1500 cycles. So we assume that this guy is going to buy a lead acid battery. This is supposed to give you 1500 cycles. If you assume that the discharge and charging is happening once a day, so this is approximately 4 years. It is approximately 4 years. Now, this battery is 12 volts and 200 amperes. So in total is giving us 2400 watts. So a lead acid battery has a recommended depth of discharge of 50%. So in this means for every cycle, you should draw at least 1200 watts from this battery, for it to give you the maximum number of cycles. So now from here we assume we have two families. So we have A and B. So we're going to see how this battery can give you different lifespans. So in the first case, or the home A, after doing the load analysis, you find that this person has a load or total energy demand, or daily energy load of 1500 watts, has 1500 watts. And then the other person has total energy demand, or the load is equal to 600 watts. 600 watts. 600 watts. So now we ask ourselves, so the recommended depth of discharge is 50%. So what percentage is this of the total wattage? So this is 1500. If you divide by 1500, you divide by the total number of wattage, which is 24, you multiply by 100, you find that this one is giving you 62.5%. 62.5%. So you find that person A is discharging this battery every day up to 62.5%. For person B, we see that the depth of discharge is 600, you divide by 24, you multiply by 100, then this one is discharging his battery for only 25%. For only 25%. 25%. So if you understand this now, this 25% is below the recommended 50%. And this 62.5% is above the recommended 50%. So what is going to happen? For home A, you see that in this case, one cycle is going for at least 1 day, or he's discharging it like above the recommender. So the cycle here, one cycle is equals to 1 day. But for this person, for every time he charges this battery to draw from it 1200 watts, this other person, one cycle, the discharge and charging is lasting for 2 days. If he charges this battery today, then he's going to use it today and tomorrow. So one cycle is 2 days. One cycle is 2 days. So for this battery, you see from here that the life cycle here is going to give him 1500 cycles on the better side. So it is going to last, it is going to be less than this. It is going to be less than this because he is discharging it above the recommended. But for this other person, so 1500 cycles, then this one we assume it is around 4 years. So but for the other person who is charging and discharging for 2 days, then this person is going to use these batteries for, if it is 1500 cycles and every cycle is staying for 2 days, so then he is going to stay with this battery for around 3000 days. 3000 days. So if you do the math, then you find that 3 cycles are close to 8 years. So the same person, this person can live with this battery for more than 8 years. So this is the same battery, the same wattage, the same recommended depth of discharge, but depending on the load, then this one lives for half the years that this one can live with this battery. So what can you do to ensure that you live longest with your battery? So first of all, engage experts who are going to determine or to calculate your load and then recommend the best battery that can give you the maximum number of years. And then finally, the correct sizing. So the technician is going to size, to do the design for your battery to ensure that you get the most from it.